Wilder World. So Wilder World have done pretty damn well in terms of building hype behind this. It's one of the top 10 most anticipated games on Epic, in the Epic Store or Epic Studios. It is a crypto game that's been in concept for a while. People can get early access now, but there's some serious pros and cons here that I want to talk about. And we'll take a look at maybe where this can go this year. Now, before I get into any of it, if you are new to this channel, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I actually did videos about on the channel. In the videos that I did, I showed myself buying these cryptos. These were coins that I thought were going to do very, very well in the last bull cycle, which is why I bought them up. And these are what they were worth when I recorded and released the videos. If you, these are the highs that they hit in the last bull cycle, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd just popped $100 into them when I released the videos and then sold in the bull cycle. And from a $2,600 investment, you'd have made over 123 grand. Now, the thing is we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you're sitting on cryptos that haven't been making you money, that you're not confident in, that you don't understand or you don't like, you've got to get it sorted. And if you don't know where to start, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the website that I run where I share all the coins that I own with my members. So whenever I find any crypto, like many of these, that I think is going to do well, I jump onto my site. I talk to my members about the coin that I'm going to be buying, the many reasons I'm going to be buying it, and the price that I'm going to be buying it at. So my members get in and out of crypto same price as me, meaning they make the same profit. If you go onto the site, you can see some of the profits that my members have made. These are based on some of the past successes that are also on the site. Whether it is a quick flip meme coin the members were in and out of in a fortnight and did nearly over a 300x, or whether it is Phantom, which is now known as Sonic, but in the last bull cycle was one of the biggest gainers. It went up from 0.5% when my members got in on it to nearly $3.50. It went up nearly 700 times. Made some of my members millionaires. This is public record, by the way. You can go onto the old videos on this channel. You can verify it all. And if after doing all that, you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the big winners this year, all you have to do to find out about them, guys, is join up on the site. Now, Wilder World. So it's currently priced at 44 cents. Again, don't forget, 2021 was the year of crypto gaming. You had Axie Infinity going absolutely wild. Decentraland, Sandbox. There were lots of exciting gaming projects. And Wilder World was one of them. And it rode that wave. It went up to $7.60 from lows at points of about 8 cents. It was a very, very solid performer. Now, so far this past sort of year and a half, 2 years, really it's peaked out at about $1, maybe $1.05, $1.10. It is a next generation open world metaverse. Is where players become citizens of Miami, which is a huge virtual city with real economic and social systems. You can race, you can fight, you can mine, you can create, explore, participate in these social experiences like concerts, art galleries, museums. They're immersive. It's an immersive world. And every plot of land, item, and experience is part of a decentralized player economy. And the utility of the token is really solid here. I actually like this. All in-game purchases, land sales, item trades, upgrades are all paid for in the Wild token. There is a burn mechanism where 80% of Wild that is spent is automatically burned. 20% goes to the treasury. So they've got a solid deflationary mechanism in place. Obviously, there's some governance, so you can, but I try and avoid talking about governance. It doesn't work in crypto, and it's not really why anyone's investing. You can also earn the token through gameplay, missions, and ecosystem contributions. So as I said, because of the deflationary mechanisms, it does give the potential for Wild to end up being very, very good if and when the game is fully released and they have lots of active participants. Now, the founders of Wild World are Frank Wilder, Phoenix Wilder, Andrew Lee, David Waslan, and Hypno Wilder. Frank is known for his digital artistry. Phoenix and Hypno, Phoenix focus on the technological and community aspects. Andrew Lee and David Waslan bring strategic and business acumen. They've tried to grow this. And to be fair, look, again, I give credit where credit is due. They have built some solid hype. The game graphics looks outstanding. They are pretty active with regards to everything that they do online. What the hell is this? So yeah, so this is just a post for good morning to those who believe in something, but real. But they have pushed forward well. They are now on KuCoin futures, so people can do some leverage trading with regards to Wild. Now, I always discourage leverage trading. It's not the best of the best of the best can get liquidated. If you're not familiar with it, you just shouldn't do it, in my perspective. They've introduced Cypher Inc. That's a new US Treasury vehicle designed to support the growth of core assets within the Zero and Wilder World ecosystem. So again, there's a nice step there, trying to push forward. So Cypher is now it's now here. Again, the graphics and the gameplay, the graphics look outstanding when you go on to Wilder World itself. As you can see, top 10 most anticipated games at Epic Games Store. The trailer shows you the level of quality that you're going to see here. You can get early access when it clicks. So super early access is very simple. You just pop in your email. Working with Samsung, with Epic Games, with Nvidia. I actually like the way that they've done this, calling it Wyoming. I like the concept. The gameplay looks outstanding. There is a lot to like here. The problem is with any game is getting it delivered, right? The game takes a while. So let's have a look at Epic Games. So as you can see, blockchain, they've got their own Discord. So you can get. So if you click get, it will take you to Epic Games and you've got to log in and so on and so on and so on. So you sign in via your Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, or whatever, or your email if you're playing on PC. So it is gettable. But again, a big part of this is keeping the hype. Don't forget, man, how you have to have a game that people are excited about. People's excitement on the new GTA waned because it took so bloody long. And that's GTA, which has an established fan base. It's been around for decades. It's loved. And even then, there was a lot of there was a lot less excitement than you would have expected. So Wilder have a real job keeping the hype till it's full release. But when it's full release, what's going to be properly interesting here is how deflationary it gets and how fast. 80% burn on every transaction becomes really, on every bit of Wild spent, becomes bloody interesting. If they can release this full game this year, if they can get a user base that is, let's say they can get to 20 or even 50,000 game players every single day. Holy crap, that's a lot of transactions that are happening on a daily basis. That's a huge burn that will be happening on a daily basis. The potential for the supply to get squeezed really fast is very, very high once the game is fully released. Then, combine the fact that it's staked anyway, the actual amount that will be circulating is quite limited, and all of a sudden, this is a coin that could do really, really well. But it has to get the game release in the bull cycle. If the full game is released in the bull cycle, honestly, I could see this rising to something like $4 or $5. I could see it 10xing, because if the game gets fully released, if they've got a strong user base, probably would get listed on Binance, which would bounce it, but also just the overall usage would cause that deflation, which again, then it takes a lot less buying pressure to push the price up. So certainly potential, and I think that's hugely down to deflationary mechanisms. But the game has to get fully released, and they've got to promote, market. They've got to get a strong user base. Because for real, imagine if they got 1 million users a day, the supply would shrink bloody fast. There would be huge potential for price appreciation. It's a very, very interesting one. But again, The game has to get released. If you are a gamer, have a look at Wilder World. Tell me what you think in terms of, is there an appeal to the metaverse that they've created? Is there an appeal to the concept behind the game? If you're an investor in crypto games, what are you hoping to see from them? Is there anything that you've been a bit disappointed with in them if you've invested? Share your thoughts. Share your thoughts in the comments, guys. And look, we're in a bull cycle. And if you are sitting on coins you are not happy with or not confident in, that needs to get sorted. If you don't know where to start, have a look at copymycrypto.com and have a read through the site. On there you will see some of the profits my members have made. These are based on some of the successes we have had. You can see some of them on the site as well. Quick flip meme coins that did a few 100x in a couple of weeks. Phantom, now Sonic in the last bull cycle was one of the biggest gainers. Nearly a 700x from when my members got in on it. Some of them became millionaires off of this. That's public record. It's on the history of this channel. So you can verify everything. On the site, I share with my members all the coins I own. Whenever I find any coin that I think can do really, really well and make a lot of cash, I jump onto my site. I tell my members about the crypto that I found, the reasons that I'm buying it, and the price I'm buying at. So there's no work for my members. They make the same profits. But read through the site. Watch it all, and if you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle, it's really simple. All you have to do, guys, is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.